Yeah, I have to say, I felt that on my back a lot more.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like, it's just, you know, obviously you're that bit heavy, so.
That bit.
That 4 stone heavy. I was thinking titanium for these.
And a diet. I think like, I kind of was, I was upright, I was kind of a bit slouched, I shifted down a bit so my legs were kind of like supported and outstretched, which you'd want to keep it like somewhat steady, so John's arm was kind of keeping it steady, it was kind of...
But you was resting against the bar.
Yeah, it was on the bar. And
I'm holding the joints there anyway, so my arms are going to be like that anyway, so you might as well just lob his feet in there and hook him behind it.
Yeah. So that kind of, I don't know, because Rob had been in a bit more of a...
I was sitting upright.
Yeah, but his
which
legs
was
were kind
comfortable,
of...
but my legs were just kind of, had no
You were not
weight
in
on
a
my legs.
comfortable position for someone with a broken leg.
Yeah, for someone out for a Sunday stroll being carried around was nice.
And how was that for clear? Like, I'd say that cleared up the...
Yeah, because I could see straight between your legs then. Nice view, great crotch.
I worked on it. Yeah, like it's comfy for the person. Well, like, I don't know, I don't have a broken leg or a broken ankle or whatever, but it's comfortable, like, and like my legs were grand in there, I think. So
yeah.
I think if you're well strapped and well padded,
and a bit more sturdier, yeah. It's just
and then it's in there. Like, I'd say your leg, like, it'll be painful obviously, but there's nothing more you can really do with your leg, like, unless. Yeah.
Like, it's for an emergency
Yeah.
procedure. Like
it's going to hurt.
It's getting you off the mountain. That's it. And for that, it'll work.
Yeah.
Why is there spit sticking in here? It's just to make it stronger.
And the whole thing collapses down, yeah, to the sides.
I'm just wondering, like, these are purely just to hold it open, this webbing here?
No, it's just purely support your legs, but if you find...
If you need it, then do you need it? Like,
no,
do you just literally need
and you could use...
a brace?
Yeah, you could use your... Yeah, you just need the poles maybe. And if you need it, you could use your own climbing rope.
Yeah.
Work that some way.
So would you, I don't know, do you want to be strapped to it, but you could strap it to that, like you almost use that as a splint if you didn't have anything else. But you don't want to kind of be attached to it in case you fall. In case it spills, like, you don't want to have to...
Yeah.
Hold in the joints at the back, there and there, where it slides out.
Yeah.
Like, rather than that, because it's very haphazard, you know, it can just slide out. You know the way crutches have like a little pop up thing, just have that at the back, you know.
This is the prototype.
Give me ideas, man.
The full spec is going out.
And as well, what do you think of the idea of this being something maybe that's extremely light, but it's always in your bag, so it's like a sailfish. If it did happen,
yeah,
you have it there, because...
But like, can you just buy the poles, or, I mean, is it on its own, or is it, can you put it in any rucksack? Just buy these, whatever, aluminium poles and have them in your rucksack? Or do you buy, like,
a proper...
a special rucksack that has this built in as a support?
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing special you need with this bag. Like,
does the bag itself have to be a certain strength? Like?
Yeah. I'd say them webbings are fairly strong, like.
Yeah.
Fairly never.
And they'd be standard on most bags. Most bags have compression straps on the side, so maybe. And what was that like Jihad in the front with the extra weight again?
Like, the angle was different to the last one we did with Rob, so it was an easier angle, so I didn't feel it too much. Like, again, all the weight is pretty much on my hips, which is good. But yeah, it is quite hard to balance it as you're going downhill. Like, you kind of feel like you're being pushed forward a little, but it's manageable.
The only thing is with the compression straps is it's grand on those, but in my ones, I think they're the same on this. Like, you've got the clippy things, those plastic things to hold them together.
They could pop.
They'll pop.
Yeah. And maybe, you know, you could add a couple of features if you were redesigning the whole bag. Maybe.
Yeah, you could add, like, those daisy chain webbing.
Yeah.
Or those things.
Should they have, do you reckon, like, was there much kind of torsion, like, was there much kind of between the bars? Like, do you reckon there should be like a cross, just to kind of keep them parallel and keep them, like keep these at the same level? Or should they have that give? Because you're moving, like, because you're moving around.
But that's what I thought this was for, was to, like, so it can't actually kind of go out that far.
But because it's going through here at your side, it's keeping it that left.
But you need it kind of
it's
move
better to
as well.
slide when you're turning dead on, you know.
Otherwise it's too rigid. Like.
So what you're saying there is kind of because you're going over on even terrain, It's
you
nice
needed
to have
move
the bit of flex, the bit of
dynamically
yeah.
about each other. Ugh. Can't believe I just said that.